we're all over the place here now. Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Yeah,
I know it's kind of last
absolutely.
minute and impromptu, and
no worries.
so appreciate it, taking time. So, all right. So, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Ambergy?
Yep, exactly.
Yes. That's right. First time. I usually
job.
screw it up. But
Yeah, it's sometimes you don't know if it's a hard G or what, but you got it. It's great.
I'm thinking hamburger.
Yeah, that's correct.
But this is much more refined than hamburger. Ambergy.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Way more refined, so I apologize. All right, well, if you're ready, I'm ready. We can
Yep.
dive right into this.
Absolutely.
All right, we are here at the 2019 CUNA Technology Council and Operations and Member Experience Council Conference. Long name for a
Yes.
really good conference. And in the studio lounge, we have Samantha Ambergy from Michigan State University Federal Credit Union, right up the road, kind of.
Yes,
Kind of.
absolutely. Just a couple hours away.
Right, excellent. So how's the conference going for you?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah?
So a lot of great activity here, a lot of good networking. This is an event that's really, really good for meeting people and collaborating on some different things that you're doing in your organization. So always good for getting to know people.
Right, and this is kind of in your wheelhouse.
It is.
What you're Chief Information Officer, so that is this stuff. You must be like, I don't know, in the candy store basically.
Sure. There's a lot of other technology leaders here to talk to, a lot of business leaders in general, and then we have a lot of solution providers in our vendor showroom. So there's a lot to learn and take in.
And I think they're all clearing out right now.
They
We're
are
closing
right
it down
now,
with
yes.
you, Samantha. So very cool stuff. All right, you were on a panel earlier,
Yes.
and the topic was becoming a better technology leader by being a better business leader.
Yes.
So give me a quick overview on what was talked about on the panel there.
So the panel, and the intent behind the panel, the generation of making this was really about understanding there's kind of a trend that happens where you really have to have an integration between operations and technology. If those two areas are not doing well or getting along, you have a hard time achieving your credit union goals.
Right.
And there are some things happening in the field right now where certain individuals are either moving between operations and technology or technology and operations, one way or the other.
Okay.
And so that was what the panelists really had as a background. So we have an individual, Rudy Pereira, who, yep, he's a CEO now. He was a CIO previously in a couple of roles. So had worn that technology hat for a long time and now serving an entire credit union. Sharon also always been a technology leader, but actually been very progressive in the business and really trying to make sure that there's an alignment there, that there's really a lot of conversations around strategy that she integrates in her team. And then I myself have actually come from an operations background, so I started in the call center.
So you started in the
Yes.
operations, now the
And I moved to
Okay.
technology, yes.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot I think that you can bring from one side or the other to help them understand the perspectives. And that was what we were trying to tease out in that conversation, was how really being more in tune with the business, having a better understanding of what is happening in the rest of the credit union, either you're in lending or you're in the call center or you're in branches, you're in payments, really can help a technology leader really execute a lot better. And that helps the overall organization.
I would think so. Yeah, because technology is not just for the IT department anymore.
Correct.
It's not the server room anymore. It's enterprise-wide
pervasive,
now.
yes.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's busted down all the silos and it's
Yes.
everywhere.
Very
So,
true.
what are a couple of takeaways that the audience will take back to their credit unions? And go, hey, I
Yes.
discovered this great idea on this panel.
Yeah.
So, what are a couple of things that you guys provide the audience with?
We provided some advice on really for technology leaders, you have to get out there. Sometimes a technology leader likes to stay in their department, stay in their office, work with the computers.
Right.
They tend to be sometimes a little too introverted.
That's their happy place.
It's their happy place. But a technology leader needs to get out there and engage with the rest of the organization.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to understand what the needs are. It's the only way you're going to develop the relationships to get things done. And so just encouraging them to actually see that you have to be more of a leader, less of a technology expert, especially in the higher levels of IT.
Yeah.
For operations individuals and leadership, it's really about trying to bring their understanding to the technology leaders, engage with those technology leaders, and try to learn a bit of technology yourself.
Sure.
There's really more of a meeting in the middle
Yeah.
that we're trying to achieve now, and that's for the greater good of the organization.
Yeah, and that's what I think that makes this conference really unique, is because you're literally bringing the operations and the technology folks together, because they
Absolutely.
do work hand in hand. So that's
Yeah.
what's so unique about this conference. And is that kind of what you see as well? from
Oh,
this?
absolutely.
Yeah.
This has been several years, and I'm actually not sure how long we've been doing it, but it's at least 6 or 7 years that this has been combined.
Yeah.
And I think that's been all the better for it. We really are having conversations together in our credit unions back home. We should be collaborating here together in person to really try to better us all. I mean, you can connect with someone from an operations team in another credit union and understand how they leverage something or how they're just like the people that you work with in your own organization. And that is what we really need to do to be successful, is have better mutual understanding of what each other's needs are.
Yeah, I think you're kind of going into my next question here is like, what is the significance of all of this? Because it sounds like, hey, we all got to work together and collaborate to be a success. And so that sounds like that's kind of the basis of it all. But I want to get your take.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, all of the leadership in a credit union organization is there to achieve the credit union's goals. And you can only do that through your relationships and collaboration with each other. We get sometimes just sort of in our own space, and we're trying to achieve our own goals.
Oh, no doubt.
And you can sort of get tunnel vision in that, and that doesn't always serve the greater good of your organization. So it's important to talk to each other, important to really build that camaraderie that you need to have. And a lot of that is trying to experience what each other is learning about and needing to grow. And so we try to bring speakers in this conference that are speaking to both aspects. So we try to bleed over a little. We tell everyone and encourage everyone to attend sessions for the other side, so to speak.
Oh, good idea.
So that you can co-mingle and then also hear what are those thought leaders in those areas talking about, and actually see the synergy that's there.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer, just because I mean, pardon the cliche, but it really expands your horizons.
It
you know,
does.
it really makes you think differently when you see somebody else's responsibilities. Like, oh, hey, we could help out with that.
Yeah.
Or you go into the lending department and go, hey, we could streamline that process or something like that. You know?
There's so much that can be learned just from observing each other's work environment.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that we can do just by trying to walk in each other's shoes.
Yeah, so I think that's the bottom line here is walking in somebody else's shoes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Samantha, to kind of wrap up here? Any final words of wisdom from the panel?
Come to the conference.
Yeah, that's another one. 2020 in Las Vegas.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot to be learned here. As I said earlier, this is an excellent networking conference.
Yep, I agree.
You can meet a lot of really good people and get a lot of good ideas. People are very forthcoming here.
Yep.
They're very interested in sharing and learning from each other. And I've been coming now for 5-6 years, and it's been a really good experience. Served on the executive committee also for the council,
good for
and
you.
met a lot of good people.
Yeah.
And that's what you need when you've got a problem that you don't know how to solve. You need a network of folks to reach out to, and this is how you form it.
Yeah, exactly. And technology is moving so fast, as you well know, and so this is a really good place to like kind of maintain or even stay ahead of the curve a little bit.
Well,
so.
yeah, and find people that can help you get that next thing in place and solve that problem that you got.
Indeed. All right, good stuff, Samantha.
Yeah.
Samantha Ambergy from Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Thank you so much.
You're
that was
welcome.
fun.
Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
Well done. That's it.
Cool.
We're out today.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you for that.
No problem.
That was fun.
Well, good.
7 minutes of fun. Yeah, I think the speed rounds are really,
those are really
exciting.
interesting. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you really see the kind of cutting edge type of stuff. So
Yeah, there's a conference we modeled it after called Finovate. I don't know if you've heard of that.
yes, I know Finovate.
Yeah,
know
and
that very well.
that's very exciting, very high pressure, and we were like, hey, let's do that.
Yeah, now CUSO does the same thing. They do the next big idea type of thing.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
where they have a panel of judges, and it's more Shark Tankish.
Oh,
but there's some similarities.
That sounds even more pressure to me.
A little bit there is, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I really like that type of stuff. It really adds kind of a sense of excitement about the conference as well.
Yes.
And go, ooh, and then when you see it up on stage, let's go find out more about it.
Yeah,
and go
and then
down
you
and go talk to
the
them.
individuals. Yeah,
Like was it Glia? I think
Yes,
it was the
that's the
last
one that won.
The one that won was
Yes.
like,
Yeah, it's
wow,
very
that
cool.
has
Well, and
really
that,
big
you
potential.
just write down a couple ideas and a couple of vendor names, and then you bring them back, and you can actually just maybe bring some innovation to your organization.
Precisely, yeah, good stuff. All right, we're gonna keep an eye on you guys.
Okay. All right,
All righty,
thank you.
thanks again, Samantha. That was
No
fun.
problem.
I should give you a farewell.
Farewell. It's like you just got here.
I know.
That went by so fast.
I did.
It's like what?
It was one night or something.
I know. You were just here in your T-shirt. And
I know. It was this morning.
went by super dark fast. Oh well.
Yeah.
See the next one for sure.
You know Pete, don't you?
I know
We've seen
each other.
each
Yeah.
other.
Nice to see you. Yeah. Nice to see you. Hope the show was a
He's
success
been
for you guys.
one of the longest non-approachers.
Oh
out
really?
there.
Oh.
Recall from the olden days,
Oh yeah.
14 years.
We just been to all the trade shows, but
Well, this is a good one to go to. If you're gonna go to one, this is a good one. Now, CUSO's a good one to go
he's
to.
actually our partner manager, so so would have been a good one too.
Yeah. XFI.
Do we have you up into that one already, or?
When it goes to XFI?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have first right refusal, so. Well, wait a minute, no, it's usually AXFI and who's on the thing?
We're June 7 to 10. I know that. Oh, approach. It's us.
No, I think it was just AXFI and my logo on there. So if you guys want to throw the charge.
Oh yeah, so what it was last year was, on this, was
For last year.
CUbroadcast.
Yeah, for the XFI.
Yeah.
For 10 years. On Twitch last year.
Things changed.
A merry-go-round. More than people know.
Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good time.
I did. I like this one. I like this one. I'm here. I'm out tomorrow morning. So I don't want to do a little
Are you still set up tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna probably attend John at Best.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking tomorrow?
Yeah, he's speaking tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and then head out.
Well, I'm off tonight.
What's that?
So I'm on here tonight.
So when I hike back home.
Sure will.
It's like, did you just hike here or something? That's cool. It's like, no, we're close like that.
What's stopping you?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, you wear
You
shorts.
were shorts on the whole day.
I was wearing
Or
shorts.
2 days ago.
Yeah, I was. And I went to the thing, my shorts like this, so I'm like,
Yeah, I was wearing pants that day.
you went up to me.
All right, awesome. We'll have a good trip back.
I will.
Good stuff. We'll see you sometime soon. Yeah, one of these next ones.
Yeah,
Send
so
around
you guys
with you.
get back? 'Cause I know you guys are
I
sponsoring
don't
me.
think we've got you at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some sort of present. I think we might have it. I'm not planning on being there right now. It could change, I guess. But what are the dates on that?
Sometime in October.
Is it October?
Yeah, so maybe around yeah. It's in Spokane, I know that.
I like Spokane.
That's where we
From the
just
one
shared
other
the tour.
conference,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the only time I've been there, but I liked it.
I did too. Cool little town.
Yeah. But I'm not permanently going to be there, but I'd like to, actually. So, Austin's going to be there, actually.
What?
Oh, is it a new company?
Oh, really? Oh, okay, because I was going to say, hey, say hi to Austin for me, but.
You might see
Yeah,
before I do.
Oh, really? Oh,
We'll make it a
right.
competition. If I see him first.
Yeah, just say cat's ass.
If you see him first, say hi from me, and that'll be funny or something.
I will. Hey, how much Mark says hi.
Mark says hi.
That'll be good.
All right.
That'll be good. All right. Well,
Good.
be sure to keep
Yeah.
an eye for him.
Yeah, throw some cat's asses out
Yes,
there.
cat's ass, man. That'll never die. All right, guys.
All right, stuff. See you
Yeah,
around,
safe
Mark.
travels home. I'll see you probably tomorrow, and
All right.
you be careful hitchhiking home. All right. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh no, I did help though. Yeah.
Thank God.